Okay, I will make a scenario where the USA collapses. In this scenario, we will not include the rest of the world and we will see how the states will react to each other. So let's start. In the start, some states will collapse, but after a long time they will rebuild themselves, and the states where they were in a good enough level to not collapse, they will do in fact get in a crisis but slowly rebound out of it. So let's start. The first war will be between Michigan and Wisconsin. Let's see what's going to happen. We see Michigan starting to lose its panhandle with Wisconsin troops entering, and after encircling this area, Wisconsin captures a big amount of Michigan troops. Then they advance further. Michigan cannot really defend this land because their navy is too weak at the moment. So, after they nearly collapse from the northern side, they will be able to bring final forces and even push back. Then we realize that Michigan is actually a stronger state, though due to the water being between its upper peninsula and the rest of the state, it's harder for it to fight the war. But after they achieved naval dominance in the Michigan Lake Michigan, they land in this Lake Peninsula and they are able to surprise the Wisconsins, which are going to retreat back, nearly collapsing the whole front. I think Milwaukee is the state capital and Michigan has already captured it. So yeah, after they captured all of the coast, Wisconsin starts to think about surrendering, and after a few months of slow Michigan advancing, the Wisconsins are going to agree to a peace treaty. In the peace treaty, Wisconsin is going to get all of Michigan is going to get all of the coast of Wisconsin, and their goal was to make Wisconsin a very weak state, so they will not be threatened. So that's what will happen in the Midwest for start. Then we will see actually a union between South and North Dakota. They are going to solve their differences and unite under a single state. Should I be calling them countries? I guess so. But let's call them states because yeah. Then we see also something other very interesting happening. The Maryland state and the Virginia state are going to invade together the DC. DC used to be larger, like having this area I think too, but Virginia got back. But now Virginia wants even more, so they will enter to the capital. Then Maryland will send soldiers to get back their old land. And after basically inner the inner city collapsed, they are going to split it like this. So They will split it at middle. Actually, no, this is not like, but like that. Yeah. And Virginia will get even larger with Maryland acquiring this area. Alright, this is not a good part. Wait a minute. Okay, no. Actually, Virginia doesn't stop there and just continues forward. Maryland in the start thinks that this is just a mistake, but after I think here's Baltimore. After Baltimore is threatened, they realize Virginia is serious, so they try to drive them off. Well, Virginia secures the bridge right here until it reaches up to the upper peninsula. The upper place of this peninsula, and after basically they encircle Myanmar, their second battle Baltimore happens and they lose, with Virginia winning over the state. In the peace treaty, they will basically capture these areas to make them completely stronger. Actually, now that I think about why do not annex all of it? So they are going to annex the whole state, not leaving anything behind. So yeah, Virginia gets an ideology now that they want to conquer the whole of the back centralist coast. So let's see now what other states will do. Alright, let's start with Texas for the west. Texas is going to be quick at invading Oklahoma. That's going to be surprising, but not that so much because Oklahoma used to be in Texas. So yeah, they go quickly up, and after reaching Oklahoma City, they capture it, and Oklahoma surrenders over to Texas. After that, Texas is even huger, with the population booming too. The last state that will make a move in these first years of rebuilding will be Florida. Florida really wants to recreate the South, and two states are going to join them, while one is going to have a civil war over it. Georgia is going to have a civil war, like, by the way, they are not invading. Like, these are going to be people that won the Confederacy, and this is probably going to be everywhere in the border. Like, and all areas outside of like Atlanta maybe and stuff, like on the coast. So yeah, something like that's going to be the Civil War, where after the capturing of this area, they request to be joined into the Confederate into the New South New South Federation, where they're going to get applied. Yeah, this is not. I'm not supporting slavery or something. This is completely like it's like a new country. Just they base it on that so they can have land claims. So yeah, they now have a very defensible borders, I think. Anyways, now after some years will pass, Michigan is going to try and acquire the rest of the coast that they need by getting help by Michigan. To destroy Illinois and Indiana. Ohio, being a very populated state, is going quickly to move in, capture Indianapolis, adjust the hold until Indianapolis just collapses from that alone. Michigan is going to capture Cary. There is Chicago, I'm not sure. And then the rest of Chicago, capturing all outer areas of it. And after a little bit, Illinois collapses too. And they are just like capturing land. So yeah, I'm going to surrender. The Empire of Michigan is going to capture a great amount of land, like something like that. Making them headmasters of the Michigan Lake, and Ohio it's going to become bigger. So that's kind of dangerous. You know about Ohio, right? Like it's a weird area. Anyways, next we are going to have New York fight against New Jersey. Like I don't really know about a lot of politics between states, but I know about this one, at least in the past. Pennsylvania will quickly join, and everybody around New York too, because they actually fear that New York or some other empire around them is going to like try to kill them. That's a little bit of like pushing West Virginia joins too, fear of Ohio and Virginia. Kentucky feels enough strong to not join. So New York realizes what they have to beat, so the first move is to secure the area around New York. So after they are able to capture like most of Connecticut and move into the rail layers of Massachusetts, they blitzkrieg through Rhode Island to reach Boston, but they are barely unsuccessful. Then they go into New Jersey, with them having to retreat back. The New York will never have New Jersey have this in a war. So now the war is mostly on defense for New York, except a few key more points, like closing the access Pennsylvania Sea access right here. They also want to cut this area, but the enormous New York Navy strength it was very difficult. After a few months, a ginormous offensive from New England will start, targeting Albany. After Albany is actually captured, they thought they can make it big and capture all of this area, and even maybe establishing a new state called the Empire up there. So after going a great amount of it, powerful winter New York forces are going to arrive and push them back completely to the border. Actually, for some reason, the people when they retreated in their country, they thought they were somewhere here, so they actually retreated very much back, losing most of Vermont. This also led for most of Massachusetts to be conquered except Boston, with the Battle of Boston becoming closer and closer every day. New York is able also to move its way down to the coastline of New Jersey and even invade into Delaware after capturing the whole state and making it basically a 1v1 with Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania agrees to peace, together with anybody else that was fighting in New York. So let's say this ginormous peace treaty. I think like New York, like it will want a lot of stuff right here. So I think they will want to get all of New Jersey. Um, Probably not Delaware, so keep that there. Probably some of Pennsylvania, so you can weaken it and also capture these two areas to make the country more even more populated. That's already is, and control of this bay is also essential. Now the area that they want for Pennsylvania is the coastline, and this area which I think has a major city in it. I think I'm not sure, like just to make New York a little bit more of an empire. And New York officially changed its name to the Empire to the United States and claims that they are basically the United States and they're going to reconquer everything. So a lot of people are scared from New York because they just got an update. But in the other way side of the continent, the same thinking applies. So California is going to do something similar, and after attacking Nevada, Arizona, Oregon also start a coalition against California. The surprising California doesn't really care, how can I say it, and after the capture of Las Vegas through Blitzkrieg, the only real fights going to occur the border with Arizona, because Oregon really just started doing scratch fire and just built for the best. It's kinda key because their capital did remain sovereign for now. But after an intense fight with Arizona, California will have to sue for peace. So, the peace treaty will be that they capture all of these and also capture a bit of Oregon. Actually, no, more like more of like that. So, yeah, it's to reach farther into the north. Anyways, this is going to be this video. If it gets enough support, it will have part 2 explaining more the scenario, going further to the timeline. Just it's actually simple, guys. I don't know why they make it a big deal. Just subscribe, like the video and stuff. Also ring the bell and stuff. I am a small channel, right? If you just subscribe to me or like my content, you are not going to find it. Like you will lose me like a week maximum. So at least ring the bell and subscribe. If you like the video, it's going to get pushed. So yeah, bye. I will see you next time.